Hi, this is Dan from HR, and if you don't know me, I suggest you check out my welcome video. But I'm an HR business partner with almost 20 years of experience building workforce models for companies such as WebMD, Electronic Arts, and Spotify. I've resigned from corporate America, and now I dedicate my time making content and providing information to how corporations really work. In this video, I want to cover how you may be severely harming your employment chances while you're on LinkedIn, and what you should do to stop it. If you're using LinkedIn as a job seeker, it can be a really great tool. It's a good place to network or check out job leads or employment trends. You can also look for relevant industry articles or get advice on professional development. LinkedIn is particularly powerful for job seekers through its AI for job preferences and your ability to be found through passive search. But remember, other people use LinkedIn as a channel to grow their business, and they do this by creating content meant to generate leads, to inspire people to share their content, or to build their audience. One of the easiest ways businesses do this is through social media engagement posts. These are basically the professional version of political messaging. It's an obvious scripted format meant to be vague and inspirational, and they touch on a trending topic, pose a question or a poll, and use the right hashtags to take advantage of the LinkedIn algorithms. The purpose of this post is to get you to engage with it by commenting, liking, or sharing it in some way. Given the 2020 pandemic and the surging increase of population looking for work, the topics relating to employment became huge. And sure enough, within a month after the pandemic starting, one of the frequently reappearing posts were about employment frustrations. These scripts were all general and inspirational, frequently targeted to managers or recruiters in that classic Dear Manager or Dear Recruiter format, and covered topics like ghosting and not being picky about candidates. Essentially like this. Dear hiring manager, this is not the time to be picky. This is not the time to look for 10 years of qualification. This is not the time to look for a master's degree. This is the time to invest. There are millions of skilled people who can do the job. Hire them now, and pay them fairly. Who's with me? Let's make sure these managers know you are available. Leave your name in the comments to see if we can make a connection. Hashtag HR, hashtag interview, hashtag job search. You get the idea. This is a classic example. It manipulates the common frustrations that job seekers feel when in the midst of doing interviews and job searches. It makes vague, overarching statements meant to sound inspirational and rallying, and it asks you to engage, that maybe by leaving your name, you can get a job. But all of this is a facade. This post is not designed to help you. Managers aren't looking on LinkedIn for advice or to get a pulse check on applicants. It's designed to manipulate your frustration to engage in order to build their business. All of this is a script designed to build engagement for the author, and every one of you that comments, likes, or shares the post helps them by boosting their post and helping them get more traffic to their profile, and they're able to potentially convert your engagement as a way to close their business deals because of their engagement metrics. It may surprise you to learn there's literally a LinkedIn post playbook. For people that use LinkedIn as a way to grow their business, they do keyword searches for trending topics and just make posts designed to tap into frustrations. They have no interest or ability to make any meaningful impact. They're simply copying and pasting from a script, posting it at the right time, and using the hashtags to gain visibility. Remember, meaningful change does not happen within a social media post. This is essentially just emotional manipulation. The worst part is that in many cases, I can say with almost near certainty, these posters don't care about the topics. They're posting whatever the hot button trends are in hopes of building engagement. All they're doing is manipulating the emotional elements from it. As a perfect example, as of June of 2020, all of the job search LinkedIn influencer posts suddenly converted to DEI, Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, using hashtags like Hire Black and Inclusion. And when July and August came back to job search trends. In many cases, if you look into these profiles, they have absolutely no vested interest or relationship to the topics they post about. They're usually just marketing companies looking to sell digital products. As if the emotional manipulation wasn't bad enough, you can actually really damage yourself by engaging with these posts. If you're frustrated with the job search after going months of looking for work or getting ghosted or rejection emails, you are the exact person they want to engage. They want you to add your voice to the fire and capitalize on your frustration in order to build their business. They're hoping you feel a sense of community and you want to share, like, or comment. The big risk, though, is if you're unemployed and feeling really frustrated, if you've spent months sending resumes, cover letters, networking, scouring the internet, doing all the meetings and getting nothing, it becomes increasingly tempting to want to vent your frustration by adding your voice to the fire. And seeing a post like that as a way to wake up these companies and let them know what they're missing out on skills and talent becomes very, very appealing. But remember, social media does not impact any type of significant change. And for the most part, beyond the emotional release of venting frustration, there's no real value coming from this. Recruiters are not looking at LinkedIn posts and thinking, oh, wait, candidates don't want to be ghosted? I didn't know that. Hiring managers are not looking at posts and saying, oh, wait, should we stop interviewing for the best fit, even though I now have 10 times the applicant pool and everyone and their mother in my network is sending me emails? In addition, for having low value, the bigger risk comes in if you engage with these posts to your employment. There's a relatively new feature on LinkedIn called recent activity. And if you check your LinkedIn profile, it's one of the first things that someone looking at your profile can see. It's above your experience and below your personal information. Your recent activity shows the last 4 posts you have had any engagement with, whether or not it's posting your content, liking a post, sharing a post or article, etc. So the risk here is if a manager or recruiter sees this, what will the first impression be? If you're an overworked hiring manager trying to keep an eye on your entire team with nothing but Zoom calls, not knowing week to week what's happening in the business, everything being on fire, dealing with a stressed family situation, and you're sparing 20 minutes to look at some LinkedIn profiles and you see a profile with some decent experience, but their last activities show, yeah, hiring managers really need to be doing better right now. Or just got ghosted. Recruiters are the worst. So unprofessional. Or just applied with another dumb company who made me fill out 45 minutes of their job application just to be told we'll get back to you over this. How do you think you would feel? Is that the nature of a candidate you'd want to proceed with because they gave such a good first impression? I do want to be very clear. I'm not defending ghosting, nor am I minimizing the frustrations with the job hunts or that it could potentially be considered unfair for a hiring manager to judge you based on a quick glance of your profile. Instead, I'm pointing out that what felt good to vent about and won't cause any positive change or awareness may actually potentially lead to an immediate rejection from the eyes of the person looking over your profile. And the only real positive was that you helped someone else build their business. Instead, take advantage of this information in one of two ways. One, either update your settings to ensure that recent activity section is not public to those not in your network, or you may want to use this as your advantage. Each time you apply for a job, make sure to post content that actually gives you a very strong impression. Post articles on the subject matter you like, or even make a little bit of a teaser post like just applied to this role with this company. I'm so excited. I'm a big fan of their product and they seem like a great working culture. Post about the skills that you have or the work you are proud of, classes you've been taking, or the parts about work that you're looking forward to doing. Anything that sends a message to the recruiter or hiring manager that's a good and exciting first impression. Either way, just make sure you're not ruining your chances for employment by helping someone else who has no knowledge, impact, or slightest interest in the topic and is simply hoping for engagement to further their own business. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to check out the others. Follow me on social media. I'm especially active on TikTok. And let me know what topics and questions you'd like me to cover. And if you happen to like this animated style. Thanks, and see you soon.